Hey everyone, welcome back to Economics Made Simple. In our last video, we talked about scarcity, the idea that we can never have everything we want because our resources are limited, and we said that scarcity forces us to choose. But here's the question that we didn't fully answer yet. When you choose one thing, what do you actually give up? That's exactly what we're covering today. So this is video number 2, opportunity cost, and it might be the single most useful idea in this entire series. So quick recap from video number 1. We learned that our wants are limited, but our resources like money and time are limited. That combination creates scarcity, and scarcity forces us to make choices. So remember the example, you had $20, a movie ticket that costs $12, and a game skin which costs $15. You can't afford both, so you just had to pick one. We stopped there and said, congratulations, you've been doing economics your whole life, but we've never actually finished the thought. Today we're going to answer the question that you actually left hanging. When you pick one, what do you actually lose by not picking the other? That missing piece has a name, and once you learn it, you'll start seeing it everywhere. Alright, so what is opportunity cost? Here's the official definition. Opportunity cost is the value of the next best alternative that you give up when you make a choice. Every time you pick one option, you're automatically saying no to something else, and that something else has a cost, even if no money changes hands. In one sentence, opportunity cost is the price of the road not taken. It is not always measured in dollars. Sometimes it's measured in time, effort, or experiences you miss out on. This idea is applied to literally every choice you will ever make, big or small, which is exactly why economists treat it as such a big deal. Back to our $20 example. So you had a movie ticket for $12 and a game skin for $15, and you chose the movie. The $12 you spend is called your explicit cost, and that is just the price tag. But your opportunity cost is different. Your opportunity cost is the game skin because that is what you gave up to go to the movie. Now, notice something interesting. The opportunity cost was not the leftover $8 that you saved. It was not the homework or your chores. It was specifically the next best thing you would have chosen instead. Even if the movie only cost $1, your opportunity cost would still be the game skin, because cost and opportunity cost are simply two different questions. Now, it isn't just about the money, right? Think about your time. Say it's Sunday afternoon. You can either study for a big test or hang out with your friends, and you most definitely can't do both, at the same time. Now, if you choose to study, your opportunity cost is the fun afternoon with your friends you gave up. If you chose to hang out, your opportunity cost is the extra study time you gave up and maybe a few points on your test. Now, neither choice is automatically wrong, and there is no universal right answer here, but understanding the trade-off helps you choose on purpose instead of by accident, which is really the whole point of learning what opportunity cost is. Now, here's a detail that trips a lot of people up. Opportunity cost is not a list of every single thing that you did not choose. It is only the next best option. The one thing you would have picked if your actual choice was not available. Think about it this way. If you chose pizza for dinner over tacos, sushi, and a salad, your opportunity cost is not all three of those meals combined. It is just tacos, because tacos were your true second choice. The sushi and the salad were never really in the running, so they don't really count. Now, keeping this narrow definition in mind will make opportunity cost much easier to use in real life, instead of feeling like an overwhelming list of everything that you are missing out on. Now, how does it apply to businesses as well? Businesses deal with opportunity cost constantly. Picture a farmer with one field. That field can grow corn or it can grow wheat, but not at the same time. If the farmer plants corn, the opportunity cost is the wheat harvest they gave up. Every factory, every store, and every company on earth is making decisions like this every single day, choosing what to produce with their limited land and money and workers, and giving up the next best thing they could have made instead. Even a huge company like a phone maker has to choose which features go into this year's model, because their engineers only have so many hours, and every feature they build is one they choose over another. Now, governments also face this, because just at a bigger scale. Imagine a city has enough money in its budget for either a new hospital or a new school, but not both this year. If the city council chooses the hospital, the opportunity cost is the school they gave up building. This is why you hear politicians argue so much about budgets. They're very rarely really arguing about opportunity cost, about which next best option is worth giving up. Multiply that by every country on the planet deciding between roads, defense, healthcare, education, and you start to see why opportunity cost sits at the center of almost every political debate. Now, let's ask ourselves, why does this matter? Especially to you. Once you start thinking in terms of opportunity costs, you start noticing hidden costs everywhere. Spending 3 hours scrolling on your phone is not free. It costs whatever else you might have done in those 3 hours, like maybe sleep, homework, time you could have spent with friends. Like taking a part-time job costs you the free time or activities you give up, even though it pays you money. Learning to spot opportunity costs does not mean every choice needs a spreadsheet. It just means you make your choices on purpose with your eyes open instead of by accident. And that one shift in thinking can genuinely change how you spend both your money and your time. So, let's just do a quick recap. First of all, opportunity cost is the value of the next best thing you give up when you make a choice. Number two, it isn't always about the money. Time and effort count just as much. Number three, it is your next best alternative, not a pile of everything else you did not pick. Number four, businesses and governments deal with opportunity cost constantly on farms, in factories, and in government budgets. And number five, thinking this way helps you make choices on purpose instead of by accident. That is opportunity cost in a nutshell. So what are we expecting in next videos? In the next video, every single thing that gets made, from a pencil to a skyscraper, needs certain basic ingredients to exist. What are those ingredients? That is exactly what we're covering in video 3, the 4 factors of production. If opportunity costs just change the way you think about your own choices, hit subscribe so you do not miss the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.